If you've ever had something happen to you and your first thought was, this is the worst thing that's ever happened, or the opposite, this is the best thing that's ever happened, stay with me for the next 5 minutes because I'm going to tell you about an ancient story that has really sort of helped me rewire how I see success and also failure in the moment. And this came to me from one of my destiny helpers, a manager of mine who really sort of taught me this lesson in a moment where I really needed to hear it. So, anyways, the story is about a farmer and it's a Chinese fable. And basically, there's a farmer, he's a poor farmer, and he has a horse. He has one horse, and one day the horse runs away. And all of the neighbors come in and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. This is the worst thing that can ever happen. What are you going to do? And the farmer just said, maybe. The next day, the horse comes back, and lo and behold, seven other horses come with it. So now, instead of one horse, the farmer has eight horses. Can you imagine? All of the neighbors are celebrating. They're like, this is the best news ever. You're going to be able to sell some of these horses. Your income is going to go up. This is amazing. The farmer says, maybe. Now, the next day, his son is playing on one of the horses. And then all of a sudden, the son falls off the horse and breaks his back. Terrible, according to the neighbors. What are you going to do? This is terrible news. Your son, etc., etc. You're probably guessing what the farmer said. Maybe. The next day, a knock comes on the door, and there's basically the army that are there. And his son was maybe 21 or 22, and they want to recruit him to join the army, and he would be away for months or maybe even years. And anyways, the farmer says, "Sorry, we can't. Look, he's on the bed. He's bedridden. His back is broken. He's going to be out for weeks, so he won't be able to go." They said, "Fair enough," and they left. And the son said, "This is great news." And the farmer says, "Maybe." Now, I could have butchered that story. I haven't read it in a while, but hopefully you're getting the gist of the lesson. And it was interesting because my coach said to me when I joined the coaching program with him a couple of years ago, he said, Gary, there is no good or bad. Everything just is. And that didn't really land with me at the time, right? I was like, of course, there has to be good or bad. But he said, everything just is. And he said, that's what awareness is. It's almost like being the observer of what's happening and not the analyst. Like, don't try and analyze every situation because I remember I messaged the coach and I said, geez, it's really bad news. You know, one of a colleague of mine, he was let go, and I said, "This is terrible news. Like, what's happening?" And he said, "Gary, you don't know that. There is no good or bad. Everything just is." He said, "For all you know, this could be the best thing that ever happened to him. He might actually now go into what he's passionate about." And as it turned out, the guy that I was working with wasn't so much passionate about what he was doing, and now he's gone on to other things in his career that he's a bit more passionate about. So that sort of checks out. And I've had this countless times. I mean, in the moment you analyze everything, you're like, this is the worst decision ever. And then it's only a couple of months or even years later where you have clarity and you're like, actually, all of that was meant to happen. That was meant to sort of serve myself in the future in a lot of ways. So everything is about perspective, right? It's about how you view these things. And the next time you have something happen, be it perceived as good or bad, just watch the space. Be the observer and not the analyst. And I'm telling you, it will change everything for you. It really, really will. So always think maybe. Don't get too high and don't get too low. Just let everything simmer, right? Now, as I always tell everyone, my name is Gary and I help ambitious professionals regain clarity, confidence, and direction in their life. Hit subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video.